In the wake of WrestleMania 13, as audiences began to gravitate towards Stone Cold Steve Austin, a dark cloud began to form, separating the Hitman from fans south of the Canadian border.
First of all, I want to apologize to all my great fans in Canada.
For what?
And to you, my fans right here across the United States of America, I apologize for nothing. You take a gutless creep like Stone Cold Steve Austin and beat him to a bloody pulp, even though you all know that he lost. You cheer him on the way back to the dressing room like he won. You don't respect me. Well, the fact is, the American wrestling fans can kiss my ass.
Let me clear the air because I never, ever said I'd quit.
Austin never gave up!
You never got the job done.
As Bret Hart's relationship with the American fans continued to crumble,
Americans don't give a damn about family.
the Hitman would turn to his family to forge a new foundation.
I'm asking you for your help because I need you.
It would take more than numbers to rattle the rattlesnake.
I'm finished with you.
You'll have to kill me to be finished with me.
The only way I'm going to get Stone Cold Steve Austin off my back is to end his career.
Like a pack of wolves!
One of these days, April 20th at In Your House, I'm gonna look down at your grave. Here lies Bret the Hitman Hart. Cause Steve Austin ripped his pink and black. And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said so.
Hello and welcome, folks. This is the fourth match of this 2K showcase. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart once again. This time a little bit later in the careers at In Your House.
Coming down the aisle from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret Hitman Hart.
Gorilla Monsoon is making sure that Owen Hart and the Bulldog are not at ringside. And Owen and the Bulldog don't like it one bit.
I don't get it. Owen just wants to watch his brother's back.
This has been a very interesting set of matches. This past video actually just made me realize I don't have blood on in this match. So you may have seen a somewhat different match than what would have been if I had blood on in that last particular match, because the video package had a whole lot of blood, but the match didn't have any.
His opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, I'll tell you what, Austin is the most tenacious SOB in the history of WWE.
Yeah, he's here to fight. It's as simple as that.
I am trying to get all the objectives as I go along here. If we end up failing one of them at some point, I'll just go back and end up doing it on my own. We'll just keep pushing through this showcase. There's quite a few amount of matches in this showcase. I've already seen at least, I think I've seen 14 or 15 videos. Some other people already making of this. Of course, they got the game before release, like Dank Ops and stuff. They got it very early on. This is something I actually like now, that the damage modifiers are just sort of a bar and not the targeting a single area. Alright, so grappling. Okay, there's a hot spot. I'm just going to pound his face in, because I want to. I should have done it one more time. But I got some, no, come on, Bret. He is doing a very good job here of taking me out with that grappling system. I mean, it is very much expected because Bret Hart is such a great grappler against such a a less good grappler in Steve Austin. And this is actually a Stone Cold 97, as you can see by the text down there. We need to damage Bret Hart by about another set. That was an interesting little glitch there, but I'm able to get a counter, and he gets a counter as well, taking me down. That was too late, as now he gets a takedown as well. Now I'm able to turn the tide without using a counter, which is very useful for me. As now I'm going to try and not use a counter until I get that 5th counter up to keep myself back in pace with Bret Hart. Ooh, got very close to using the last bit of my energy. Once you get your energy past that point, past one of the tiers, you do not go back up a tier. So I was very close to going into purple, and you want to make sure not to really do that this early in the match. Counter by Bret Hart here. I don't want to use a counter right yet, but nice counter once again by Bret Hart as he takes me down onto the mat. As now I've just gained a counter, this would be a good time to use it, as I won't be sort of wasting any of the bar that's loading up as slowly as... there we go. A couple of big punches to the face. Throw Bret Hart out of the ring. Might be able to do that with a hard Irish whip, perhaps. There we go. There we go. Just holding the circle down.
Look out, Bret Hart. Oh, double axe handle on the Hart's head.
Austin wants to be Hart like a government mule here with the Hitman. He's not going to give up without a fight, and that's what we've had this whole match.
This fight is spilled outside the ring, out onto the floor, and it can get dangerous out here.
Look out. Reversal. Oh, Austin reverses. And Bret Hart goes for the ride. My God, there's no surcease, and Hart's got a family, for God's sake.
I don't think Stone Cold Steve Austin cares about Hart's family right now. Watch out. Oh!
Hart's head bouncing off the step. The tide has turned.
And now, look at the rattlesnake. He's adding insult to injury, mocking Bret Hart.
Once again, I do like that they just add this little damage your opponent in between these showcase moments. You don't just go from moment to moment trying to know exactly what you got to do. Feel like grabbing his legs here, and I just get pushed away. Back elbow. We're about even on counters, which is nice going in here. It seems like the AI is pretty good about knowing when to use their counters, whereas I don't fully grasp it always right yet. I'm trying to improve as we go along here. There is a nice counter. Too late. Send to the corner now. That might have been... Once again, we saw this in the last showcase where you just kind of Irish whip him somewhere, and it was just a setup. What do we got to do now? Form the sharpshooter. No, there's a counter. That is bad. That is a bad moment. So, what do we got to do here? Oh, we got oh, that was it. I think I just countered his signature there. So that got me back in a good situation here. Just trying to grab his head. I need to get another finisher and grab his legs with a finisher maneuver. So just got to keep on There's a counter there by... I'm glad I didn't get those counters, actually. I didn't even see that one. And now back into the center of the ring. I'm not sure if that was actually a counter or just him slowly rolling out of the way. Counter there once again by Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh God, is this a sharpshooter? No, okay. I was worried because he was grabbing the legs. Oh, now I am out of counters. This is very bad. Oh, but he's out of counters too, so I can just take... Well, now he's not out of counters. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, there's a counter there. And now we're taken down. See if we can escape here. Try to escape that particular dangerousness. Using that escape maneuver to even out the actual... Can I do the signature out here? I saw the signature earlier. It doesn't seem like I can. Let's get back in the ring. As we get a little bit more energy. Oh, this is perfect. Because he just used the last of his counters. And now I've got this signature set up into the finisher at his legs. Using the opponent's finisher.
And what a match here in Rochester, New York. It is Stone Cold Steve Austin using the sharpshooter of Bret Hart. It's essentially 3-on-1 against the Rattlesnake.
We have some other officials trying to keep the Hart Foundation at bay.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Stone Cold Steve Austin going back with that sharpshooter again. He's trying to beat Bret Hart with his own hold.
The Hart family fights like this at Sunday breakfast. And Austin trying to win with a sharpshooter.
Oh, watch out. Look out. He's got a chair. Oh, my God.
Austin hammered right in the spine with that steel chair. The referee calls to the bell. That'll be a disqualification. Bret Hart will lose this match via disqualification. This is not the way Austin wanted to win it, no doubt about that.
Wait a minute.
As a result of the disqualification, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Making the mistake of getting back in the ring, thinking Austin's wounded prey, but Austin's loaded for bear, and Austin's loaded for Hitman. With a shot you can hear in Calgary.
Get out! Oh!
Right across the knee with a steel chair. Austin laying it in on the Hitman Bret Hart.
And now it looks like the Rattlesnake is determined to break the leg of the Hitman Bret Hart.
Ironically, in Hart's own sharpshooter. Man, what about poetic justice here? The referee trying to reason with Austin, who's won the match by disqualification. Here are some other officials.
There's no stopping the Rattlesnake now.
We need a Rattlesnake intervention. This is not the way Austin wanted to win the match, by disqualification. But what a rivalry between Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the Hart Foundation that is far from over, I guarantee you that.
Trying to help a limping Bret Hart back to the dressing room.
And the Texas Rattlesnake gets his hand raised. He'll get the winner's share of the purse tonight, and the Hart Foundation forced to regroup.
Down.